Ladies and gentlemen and children of 21 years and older, welcome, welcome, welcome to the greatest show on earth. Tonight, we are here in the one-ring circus that is Dr. Kush's exotic drink bar. Jay Carter is guessing whether or not there will be a black tea. Let's see if Jay Carter is correct. He's right. But there's more. We are going to be doing this entire show from the first ring of the circus. This is it. Welcome everybody to the big top, to the big time. That is what we are here. There we go. Jen, give me a big what's up. Hello, Jen. It is actually a circus here. We do have a couple people sitting in the backyard waiting for drinks. This will be an experiment that we run tonight to see if that's even going to work. Reed, the Apostle of Tiki, wondering if there's going to be some sort of trapeze act to start off. No, I pulled a few muscles actually posing for the picture this week. There we go. Paul, a little nervous about the clowns. There will be no clowns today. I did decide to go ringleader instead of full clown, so fret not, my friend Paul. No clowns tonight, although I did almost go to clown college. There's a real story. Jay Carter, very excited. Jen is here. I'm sure Jen, very excited that Jay Carter, the party starter, has blessed our party by starting it tonight. What is up, buddy? Kyle Tender giving us a fat Auburn. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, everybody. We have some interesting cocktails ahead of us tonight. So probably best that we do get started. If you guys are tuning in over on Instagram, may I suggest that instead of Instagram, you pop on over to YouTube or to Twitch, twitch.tv/Kushtender or youtube.com/Kushtender. Kushtender all over the place. It's spelled like, well, you can't see it on Instagram. Totally worthless. We are running a little low on people tonight, so that is fine. We will absolutely instead just go big time on the drinks. 3 cocktails. I was talking last week about how really it doesn't matter that much what we decide to do. Topics-wise, we will find interesting ways to make cocktails here, and that is what we have done. Now, I did put together a list of ingredients for you guys. Some of those they were a lot, or I didn't explain too much of them. I will explain them as we are building tonight. Hopefully nobody was planning only on drinking tonight. And if Paul is watching, I assume that Paul will be able to figure out how to make all of these cocktails. Anyway, that dude has more booze than anybody. Just a high fest over here. Let's see. That's Jay Carter saying hi to Kyle. That's Jen saying hi to Jay. It's Jay Carter saying back hello to Jen. Yes. And then Deidre C. Cozy Mom. Big time on drinks is her favorite time. Let's begin before we lose everybody. We are going to start off tonight with a cocktail called Not my circus. Not my monkeys. Now, this is going to be sort of a feeling that I am feeling right now about the news. I usually am a news hound. I love it, but I have been out of it for a long time. I just wanted out of it for a little bit. So I did want to, since I'm not, following any presidential stuff anymore. I got 4 years on that now. I'm taking a drink called the Presidente. A very famous cocktail with some rum. It's like a rum Manhattan, but a little bit more complex. We are going to be building that, but we are going to be building it with some banana. Why not? Now, we are not going to grab at any kind of banana syrup or any kind of banana mush. No mush, no nothing. We are just going straight banana right here. We're going to be using this guy right here. This is called the Bumbu. This is a banana-flavored rum. Yeah, Paul is going to have to call some audibles, he is saying. Totally understood, Paul. That popcorn infused rum it's tough. Not a lot of people just have that sitting around. Let's begin to build. We always try and build least expensive ingredient first. Least expensive ingredient that we have today first going in is going to be this guy right here. This is dry vermouth. Now, in a normal Presidente, it is a sweet vermouth, a dry Curacao. But since our rum is so very sweet, we are going to stay away from all kinds of sweetness today. We are going to be cutting sweet everywhere that we can. And the first place we can cut it is in the dry verm. Hit that with 3/4 of an ounce. I do have this guy ready to go. 3/4 of an ounce of a nice dry vermouth. Something nice would be great because you will be tasting it. Try to stay away from this gallo stuff that I just threw up there. It's not great. Just isn't great. It's just not great. But I'm trying to get rid of it. And that is sometimes how we have to go through booze. Next ingredient we're going to be putting in here. We are going to be staying true to the original Presidente cocktail by throwing in some of this guy right here. This is the dry Curacao. This stuff is spectacular. This is the Pierre Fernandez dry Curacao. Very similar to regular Curacao, just has less sugar added to it. It is going to be a nice and distilled smelling, nice and distilled tasting. Hit that, guys, with 3/4 of an ounce of that. Nice and easy and simple and good. Let's put these bottles away. Keep our bar nice and clean. The next ingredient that always goes in to a Presidente is an ingredient called pomegranate, or it's actually called grenadine. Grenadine is just pomegranate syrup. That's just added sugar. If we're trying to make this as dry as possible until we add that rum, why not just go straight up pomegranate? That was my thought on this. We're going to be hitting this with some Palm Wonderful, just pomegranate juice. Stay away from the grenadine on this one. Just pomegranate at a baby ½ ounce. You do not have to hit it all the way to the top with that ½ ounce. Not necessary, not your circus, people. This is not your monkey. We have our cocktail built. Now, the next thing we're going to have to put in here is going to be the rum. If anybody does have Bumbu at the place, I do see that Paul is Bumbu-ful. Paul always has some Bumbu. Apostle of Tiki really digging the Curacao that we're using in this one. I agree. I find a lot of Curacaos to be far, far too sweet. Not to my liking. No thank you, says I. So this is a good one, but that is only, we're using it in this one only because, man, is this rum delicious and sweet. If you have not had it, I cannot recommend it high enough. I cannot be high enough when I recommend it, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. We are going to go ahead and hit this with a full 2 ounces of the Bumbu. The Bumbu. I had a rep from Bumbu that was chasing me around for a long time trying to give me a bar bag. And the moment that I said I wanted it, he disappeared forever. It's like a magic act. Bonkers. Just bonkers. It's not a great story. No real middle and end there. Next, we do want to go ahead and give this a spin, a twist, a stir. We do not want to shake this one. There is sort of a delicate nature to this cocktail that a shake would not let us have full control over. So we're going to go ahead and fill this ice up right up to the top of our liquid and just a touch more than that so that we have a nice control over our ice. Take this off. I feel like feel like you guys know what this drink is. There we go. Let's take our spoon here. And when we stir a cocktail, I don't stir a lot of cocktails on this show, so I do always like to give it a little explanation. We want to take it with one finger, two finger, and go ahead and back and forth. That camera is going to go. Oh no, I just got that camera. That's the name of the game, I suppose. Things just break. What are you gonna do? Put on a dope hat, fancy jacket. I wonder where my friend Paper is. Paper is always very excited to be here. I'd also like to see where John, Glenn, Keith, Avery, Kiana, where is everybody? I mean, I got my good, I love everybody that's here. But I'm a little light tonight. That's how that works. Doesn't matter. You guys are now the good fans. Everybody else is just the late fans. Let's go ahead and strain this right into a beautiful glass. Now, I picked this glass specifically for this cocktail because I always think it's funny when you can see a monkey's boobs. I just think that's funny. I'm old enough to not think that that's funny, but it's just always funny. That monkey has boobs. So I did want to put this in a Marie Antoinette glass. Marie Antoinette was, of course, not a monkey. Not a monkey. I don't think. I was not there. But, of course, this is shaped after one of Marie Antoinette's breasts. It's supposed to be the exact shape and size of it. Let's get in here, see if Beauty Cam is working. It is working a little bit right now. We may have to go in and out of Beauty Cam tonight. Because clearly, you just can't pay for quality these days anymore. We are going to take our monkey. Oh, this is our garnish. It's a little monkey. Pretty fun. We're going to throw this monkey right here on the side of our cocktail. And there you have it. We have a drink called the Not My Circus. Certainly not my monkey. These are the ingredients one more time in case you guys do want to write that one down. Very, very interesting cocktail. I am sharing this today, so I'm going to take just a touch of this, pour it out so that I can sip some. That was a good pour. Look at that. Barely spilled at all. That's a death-defying move, I believe. That's like a unicycle on a trapeze ridden by a poodle that I just did that live on camera. Barely spilled anything. If Kyle is going to come in here, could he bring me a rag? If not, no big deal. Kyle, why don't you pop on in here and grab this drink? I'll bring it out to the people. See what they all think of it while I sip on this. Paul, did you get a chance to make this one? I'd love to hear it. Oh, there we go. I was wondering where everybody was, and then the star of the show does show up. There is, oh, did I get it? Yeah, there is Tammy Harrison. Tammy Harrison, international pop sensation, the Shania Twain of the entire Ottoman Empire. She is a wonderful person. She and I do a show every Friday night, a Mix Cocktail Hour, 5 p.m. On Mixed Cocktail Hour. Oh, thanks, buddy. There's Kyle. Thank you, sir. Pass this off to you. And there we have it. Thank you, sir. Follow us over there. Thank you. God. I did finally understand the what was going on with Kyle's rating system. I did not understand it. I thought he was giving multiple gloves for a thing, but what he gives is I glove it, I like it, or I hate it. Those are how Kyle gives his rating. So we will see whether Kyle gloves this cocktail, whether he likes this cocktail, or whether he hates this cocktail here in just a second. People very excited to see Tammy here. Tammy, who is a bit of a fashionista herself, is enjoying what I am wearing. Thank you, Tam. Paul says Tammy. Oh, Paul did make it. I'd like to know what you think of that, buddy. Banana notes coming through, he says. Oh, and we do have a rating from our friend Kyle. Kyle, he gloves that one. He gloves that one. So that is a good one. We have one cocktail gloved tonight. That is important. I have not actually sipped on this. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to do a cheers. I figured we're all here. Last second, I've been practicing with listening to the show as it's going. Last second, turns out I can't do that. And my camera's breaking. Listen, this really is a circus that we're dealing with. Let's see. I drink to your health when we're together. I drink to your health when we're alone. I drink to your health so damn often. I'm starting to worry about my own. Cheers to you guys, and let's get into the rest of it. Oh yeah, that banana note is coming through. Paul, what do you think, buddy? Do you think that cocktail would have survived if I put any more sweetness into it? I think we really are at the outer thresholds of what the sweetness of a single cocktail can handle. In that, Paul has said, I don't know how big Paul makes his drinks, but he's saying that now the Bumbu bottle is empty. He's got to run back over to the beverage warehouse. That sounds awful, Paul. While you're there, pick me up one too. I've finished a few of those Bumbu bottles in my life. Deirdre, a cozy mom, that says cheers. That's nice that she's joining us on her birthday. Happy birthday to cozy mom. Gin cheers. And Paul saying this is quite sweet. I totally agree. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We have all kinds of stuff. I know Mix is not here. Mixed Cocktail Hour is not here. I know they wanted me to call this the GG Cam. I am not pro the GG Cam. I just doesn't make any sense. I might go back to calling this the Grant Cushman Memorial Sky Cam. Because Grant Cushman, used to be the Grant Cushman Memorial thing. Tammy walked right into the joke. Tammy's wishing Cozy Mom a very happy birthday. Very happy birthday to Cozy Mom. Yep, cool. Oh, Jay Carter has found the Bumbu Rum, so he'll be making this tomorrow. Great, Jay. Please let me know what you think. Find me over on the Instagram, and we will go from there. Let's begin to make our next one. Now, the next one is I have taken a few other cocktails that all had the name, and there are lots of them. I found all of them, I believe, called the Pink Elephant. Now, of course, Pink Elephant is another name for when you have the DTs. When you see that when you have been drinking for a long time, you quit drinking, or you're just not drinking at the very moment, and you start to see the hallucinations. Now, that does make I look a little like Abraham. I look a little like a very flamboyant Abraham Lincoln, don't you think? I feel like that is what I'm staring at as I'm doing this. I feel like this is a very 403 house parties before I've been to the warehouse. What was I saying? Oh, yes, I took a lot of different cocktails with the name, the Pink Elephant. Took a lot of those ingredients, threw them all together, and started to sort of dissect them, find new ways to do this, and I feel like I did. And so instead of calling this new drink another Pink Elephant, instead we are going to be calling this one the Pink Elephants on Parade. There is an option to add some beer to this. We are looking for a Belgian ale. If you have it, it is a little wheaty for my tastes when you just drink it by itself, but it is a very nice cocktail addition. So that's that. Let's begin to build. Now, I did run out and find all of the fun gins that I could. Today, we will be using this guy. This is the Empress 1908, and I'm not even sure that I'm going to switch the angle on this camera, too. One day, this show will be so good. Now, then there it goes. This is the Empress gin. It is a purple, because of the pea pods that they add to it. These are the butterfly pea pods, or the pea blossoms that they add to it. If anybody's ever seen a color-changing cocktail, that is the exact same stuff. Now, this, of course, will not change color. This will stay purple for the rest of its life. It is already changed. But let's go ahead and get that going. Let's begin. Let's go opposite. We'll put in the most expensive ingredients in first. Again, full of danger. Most dangerous show on earth, the Circus is, and putting in expensive gin before you remember exactly what goes into the rest of the cocktail, that is dangerous. Let's go ahead and pour in. There we go. Oh, I put too much. Only put it in 1.5 ounces. I was busy looking at how very beautiful this gin was. Ounce and a half of that, please, if you can. Next ingredient we want to throw in here is going to give us a touch more of the pink flavor, and that is going to be Sloe Gin. I always like adding Sloe Gin and gin together. It sort of takes some of that slowness out of the gin. Sloe, for those of you who don't know, is a type of berry, or a type of like a purple fruit. It's like a tree fruit. Hey! There he is. I was asking about him earlier. Glenn has shown up, so we are all together again. We are missing Paper. We are missing Keith and Avery, but we do have Glenn, and that is important. It is important that we're all here together. Next ingredient we're going to be putting in here is going to be some grapefruit juice. Go ahead and reach out for grapefruit juice now. Of course, in a drink called the Pink Elephant Kush. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why did you not get pink grapefruit juice? Didn't think about it until right now. Literally, I didn't even think about it. Could not have been bothered to get pink grapefruit juice. Sorry, everybody. That would have been much nicer. But we're going to go ahead and do white grapefruit juice at 3/4 of an ounce. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's throw this back here away from the rest of it. Next thing we want to put in here is going to be some lime juice. We will get the Lisa Watanabe Memorial cutting board out. Give this a little sliceroo. We're only looking for 1/2 of an ounce. Now, some of you that have followed me and my career for a long time know that I have a very favorite cocktail called the Hemingway Daiquiri. This is fairly similar to a Hemingway Daiquiri, and I did not realize it until I had made it 5 or 6 times and balanced it out very well. That is just a winning combination. So we have 1.5 ounces of the Empress. We have 1/2 ounce of the Sloe. We have 3/4 ounce grapefruit. We have 1/2 ounce of lime. We're going to be doing a teaspoon of this Luxardo Maraschino. I will give Kush Tender points. Don't know what they equal yet. If somebody can tell me what this thing is, what do we call this this thing on the outside? See if anybody remembers. This is this guy right here. Anybody remember what that is? We'll see. There's a little delay, so I can't just sit around and wait all day. We have this. Now, I also found that, now it's not on the thing. So if you are watching straight through, you will know that, the ingredient is not on the list right here. But I do like to add just a touch of something called creme de mure to this. Just a baby touch. It's almost not even worth mentioning it because it isn't that much, but we're going to put less than 1/4 of an ounce in there. There we go. Paul has got it. That is called a fiasco. The outside of, if a bottle has that twine wrapping, it is called a fiasco. Very, very good, Paul. Well done, buddy. Well done, buddy. Let's give this guy a shake. This one does have a bunch of juice in it, so we will be shaking this one all over the place. Give it a shake. Oh. See that? I didn't think there was going to be danger in the show. There is danger all over the place. That ice almost got out. It almost ran away. We do have one more special guest in the audience. We have Mr. Rick Fiscum. That is my father-in-law who has been roped in to coming out to our place at some point in the future to fix it. He's going to come and fix the place. It's very nice of him. Let's go ahead and give this a shake. We are going to go ahead and throw this up above our shoulder, back and forth, up and down, and maybe we'll do a little bit of juggling with it. Probably not, but we'll see. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Should have been on the Circus. Should have been on the Circus. What a waste. What a waste. All those moves. And no Circus career. We have this glass right here that we'll be doing this in. This is going to be called a snifter. Let's put that into focus right there. That is a snifter, but we do want to add a touch of our beer beforehand, and the beer we'll be using today is called Delirium Tremens. If any of you have ever had it, it is a Belgian white ale. It is spectacular, and it does have all of these very fun pink elephants on the outside. Let's go ahead and throw just a touch of this. Now, smell this first, because if you smell this and you say, blech, you say, bleh, you start yakking hard, don't put this in. It's not necessary. This is a good, well-balanced drink. But I do think it works out very well in here. The drink is fairly sweet. So with just a little bit of this bitter beer, we can find our way into having a nice cocktail that has some bubbles, some bitter. We're going to pour this straight into here, and that will turn a beautiful pink color. Now, I have been working very hard of recent, trying to make more and more interesting, what do you call those? Garnishes. So I did practice this one. I made it. And then I realized that it doesn't just look like an elephant. So if we could all just keep our heads in the right place. This is my elephant garnish right here. That is the garnish for the elephant. This right here is, of course, a fairly phallic. We can all agree it's fairly phallic, but so are trunks. Let's be fair. And that is a bamba from Trader Joe's. They are delicious. They are peanut butter puffs. They're like Cheetos, but they are peanuts. I know. Tammy's giving me the Yes, I understand what all this looks like. Let's just go in real quick. Let's look at the ears. I even have little tusks. They're growing out there. They're growing a little too high at this point, but that is that. And there we go. Let's hide this. Yeah. This is a drink that is called the, let's put it up there again. This is called the Pink Elephants on Parade. For those of you who have ever seen the movie Dumbo, that's what this is basically about. I'm going to put just a touch more into a glass. I'll pass this back on over to Kyle Tender, who I believe will go ahead and pass some of this around. Oh, look at that. That was a zero spill situation. We're going in top cam, zero spilling. This is from before. That's from before. This is good. That's good. Let's give this a little sip, a little taste. Very nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would even put just a touch less of that creme de mure in there. Maybe just a splash. Maybe just a real splash. I'm going to pass this on over to Kyle. We will talk about a few things that we have coming up. There you go, buddy. Let's see whether Kyle loves, likes, or hates this. We'll see. We'll see what Kyle's up to here in just a second. Oh, you want this back? There you go. Careful with it. Don't drop that peanut butter in there. Great. All right, let's chat, everybody. As we all know, these classes will always remain free. I will never charge you for a class. I can barely get the cameras working, so I would have no idea what it is. Oh, Paul says he made that last drink sans the beer, and it is still good. I agree, Paul. I do like the beer in it. I do like a little bit of the bubbles, but it is a pretty nice situation. What was I saying? Oh, these classes will always remain free, but if you can help out, that would be great. These jackets they don't just come to me. I have to go buy them. So if you want to see me in weirder and weirder stuff, let's keep going with that. Or in order to keep trying out new ingredients and new stuff for each class, so that we aren't just making the same 2 daiquiris with rum, let me know. Help me out. Help out the channel. Venmo.com/CushTender. If you do need, I guess some people need the last 4 digits of my telephone number. If that's the case, find me over here at CushTender. I'll send them to you. I don't think you're supposed to give those out on the internet. I have no idea. Otherwise, if you want to buy me a shot, PayPal.me/CushTender. If you do buy me a shot, I do take it with you. I'm surprised that there are less people that go the PayPal route, because sometimes I like to get sloshed afterward, just taking shots with everybody. Well, here's a theory. Glenn thinks that Kyle is paper. Let you guys go on that one. Chew on that for a little bit, you little cushies. Tammy asking, if you put in pink grapefruit, would it change the flavor? It would change the flavor. It would change the flavor. In fact, it would make it just a touch sweeter. So at that point, if you're using the pink grapefruit, it is a lot of these drinks tonight are going to be right on the precipice of being just a touch too sweet. This last one isn't, but the other ones I think are just a touch too sweet. So yeah, if you're going to do that, I would cut that Muir right out of there. The Muir does have a little bit of bitterness to it. Don't use a blackberry liqueur, just too sweet. But yes, there we go. Rick is asking, how much for my coat? I'll tell you what, buddy, you get over here and you can button it. I'll give it to you. I can't button it anymore. Yeah, when I bought it, I could button it. I can't button it anymore. It's getting smaller and smaller. It's not much of a coat anymore. It's almost becoming sort of a cape with armholes. There we go. Oh, Glenn has more to say about this. Yeah, let's see. Kyle was out of town when Paper was here. Oh, that's weird. And Glenn says he has a coat for Rick in his size. Yeah, let's keep going with this last one. Now, this last one is, I did put up some difficult stuff. This was a trial and error. This has been a video that I've been working on for a long time. Yeah, that is good. This is a video I've been working on for a long time. And one day I may release all of the back footage of it. One of the reasons that my videos have not been coming out so fast is because I've been trying to find a way to do this for a long time. There is a lot of me just giving up, freaking out, walking away from the bar, pacing in front of the camera. Why, oh, why me? Why can't I get this right? It'd be quite a documentary, a little behind the cush. Let's get into it. I have been trying to find a way. I do not enjoy popcorn. I don't like it. Why don't I like it? I don't like that it gets in your teeth. It is too much for me. It gets too deep into my teeth. It hurts. But the problem with it is I love the taste of popcorn. So I've been trying to find a way to get more popcorn into my life without actually eating it. And I do believe that I have found a way. Does the video have sound? Glenn is asking. I really hope so. I had some sound issues at the beginning today. Let's figure this out. Tammy says she does know what's coming. That is true. I did bring this to a mixed cocktail hour last night so that all of my friends over there could try it. So let's see what Tammy thinks of this. Let's begin. We are going to be making a drink that I am currently calling the Concession Stand Sour. The Concession Stand Sour. Now, there are only 3 ingredients in this cocktail. A lot of great cocktails only have 3 ingredients. The Manhattan only has 3 ingredients. The Gimlet only has 3 ingredients. The Daiquiri only has 3 ingredients. This only has 3 ingredients. So they should be fairly easy to do, but some of them are a little bit more difficult than others. Now, I also have another one that I'm in the works. The moment I can get it, I will do it, but we will be doing clarified birch soda, clarified birch syrup, but instead we're going to be using some root beer. Because when I think of the Circus, I always think of root beer. I had root beer every time we went to Barnum & Bailey's as a kid. I always had root beer. I don't have root beer all the time, just at the Circus. We are going to hit this with 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Very simple. If I do find a way to make this with birch, I will clarify the lime juice so we have a perfectly clear cocktail. Not that that's important to anybody, but kind of a fun circus trick. Go ahead and throw that into your situation. The next thing that we're going to be doing is going to be some of this right here. This right here. This is called root beer syrup. Now, how did I make that? So basically what I did here is I took root beer, right? And I took 4 bottles of it. Now I'm only pouring 2 currently. Poured 4 full bottles of root beer into a pan. I then let that boil. Let's wait till the boiling part comes up. Yeah, I then let that boil until all of the carbon left it, and it reduced into what you see right here back at the bar. It reduced by about 3/4. So, yes, that's I remember how I made it. I don't know why I put those at both ends of it. I probably could have just done that at one end. Anyway, we boiled that out, and we are left with, this is everything. This is the entire bit from those 4 bottles, because we have pulled out all of the sugar. Sorry, we've kept in all the sugar. Instead, we have pulled out all of the water. So this is a nice thick root beer syrup. Pretty darn good. So instead of a simple syrup with what we are doing, we are using a root beer syrup. Now, the last thing that we add, what was that last thing? I don't remember. Yes, we are making popcorn infused rum. This is rum that is a dark rum that I have thrown a bunch of popcorn in, more popcorn than what it looks like, because of course the popcorn shrinks. I then strained out all of that popcorn very, very fast. Some of these things go very, very quickly. That was after about 2 hours. It didn't taste popcorny enough at that point to me. It smelled a little bit like BO. So I had to find a way to wash all of this. So I decided that a good way to do it was by fat washing with some butter. So I'm here melting this butter. We are trying to separate the 2 parts of the butter, the clear part and the fatty part, which is why I am going to strain it through this to try and keep out as much of the non-clarified bits of butter that I can do. You'll see right there is a little bit of situation. It's a little bit that we're going to let that sit for about 2 hours. Shake it every 10 minutes. So that it all stays together. And we're going to throw it into a freezer. A freezer for between 4 and 12 hours is a good one until it separates like this. Now that fat on top definitely solidifies, so you'll have to poke it with a spoon. Pour that out first of all through a tea strainer to get all of the big fat parts out of it. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to put that straight in through a coffee filter so that we get a beautiful, clear liquid. Now that took about 6 hours for all of that rum to get through. And that is what we are looking for. This is the entire progression of it. It started off with this Montgay rum. We have some butter. Then we have a single filtered rum, and then that very clear rum is the exact same rum as that Montgay, but instead it has been fat washed so that it is now a much, much clearer rum. Yes, now I remember how I did it. That will not become a big bit on the show, me remembering how I'm doing these things. I couldn't think of any well to do it. So this is what we have right here. This is the rum. Of course, I have done an awful lot of Bumbu as well. Paul has, I have. But this is a beautiful, clear rum now. I've taken all the lipids that are in the butter, have taken all of the tannins and all of the other coloring and sucked them out when we infused them and froze them out, put them through the coffee filter. So now we have a rum that smells and tastes, and the Mixed TV crew, the Mixed Cocktail Hour crew, can attest to the fact that this is very, very popcorny. And now, whenever I need popcorn added to a cocktail, this would be a really good way. So that is a full 2 ounces. So it is a 2 ounce of the rum. It is 1 ounce of the root beer syrup. Not just root beer, so you got to boil that stuff down, and then ½ an ounce of lime, and there we have it. Let's take this off, give this a little bit of a shake. There are an awful lot of different textures in this, so you need to shake this one. This is really, what do I do with my, I've been so good. I don't get many trolls online. Not that big, but the trolls that I do get are always very concerned about how cavalier I am with just grabbing ice. That is what they all say. They're all named something like Anonymous Jim, Anonymous Dawn, Anonymous, I think, Anonymous 111. They always yell at me, so I'm doing my very best to appease the troll. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? You're supposed to always negotiate with terrorists. That's what I did. I negotiated with these terrorists. Let's go ahead and give this a big old shake. Here we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and strain this cocktail into a glass called the Nick and Nora right here. It will come out looking a little bit dark. That is why I am still trying to find a way to, instead of using actual root beer, to find a way to use a birch syrup. For those of you who don't know, birch root is where a lot of, or sarsaparilla is where a lot of root beers get their flavoring. And why not go ahead and garnish this with this guy right here. This is just, I've sacrificed 3 pieces of popcorn. We're gonna go ahead and lay this right here on top. That should float. Let's get a bird's eye view of that from the Grant Cushman Memorial Sky Cam. There we have it. That is the drink that I'm calling the Concession Stand Sour. When we open a bar, Yes, when we open the Kush bar, says Deirdre, this will be a Kush signature. That'll be great. We will have to hire immediately a prep guy because I have literally been consumed with this stuff for the past 2 days, and I just can't do that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna pour just a touch of this in here so I can go ahead and give that a sip. Oh yeah, perfect. Gonna go ahead and give this a sip. Pass this one off to my good friend Kyle. Kyle came over. He brought some of his bar back friends over. They're literally just out there like picking up glasses and taking it from one side of the backyard to the other. I don't know what these guys do in their spare time, but Kyle just had like 3 or 4 people. One of them's really small, but I guess that's really great for bar backing. You don't really see them. They're great. They're literally just like picking up one glass, taking it to one side of the yard, sitting there for a second, picking up and taking it to the other. It's awesome. I'm really digging what Kyle's up to tonight. So Kyle, come in and get your cocktail, buddy, and let's do a little cheers. Oh, I think I hear him patting around. There he is. There he is. Here you go, buddy. Enjoy that. Let me know if you love it, like it, or hate it. Those are Kyle's ratings. And let's move forward. Now, I would, of course, love to hear if anybody has a suggestion for next week's show. That is the one hard part about this, is just coming up with new themes every week. We will be mid-May. So just let me know if anybody has any thoughts on that. That would be great. We will come up with 3 new cocktails, hopefully 3 fun little Wayback Machines. So I swear that's not going to become a thing. That is what I have for you guys tonight. I really appreciate everybody showing up weekly. I do not do these shows for you. I'm very happy that you show up for them. I do them for me. They make me happy, and they really have started me on a couple of very interesting career paths, and really just found me to be in a much, much happier place these days. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm certainly I'm a happy camper. So thank you, each of you, for always showing up. For those of you that I called out but did watch this later, I still love you guys. I understand we can't all just go on Cush's schedule. But to Jay Carter, to Rich Whiffen, to John, to Paul, to Glenn, to Deirdre, to Tammy, who showed up, to Killer Vamp. I know I'm going to forget somebody, but to all of you guys, I really do appreciate it. Let's do one more Cheers. Oh, to Rick, who showed up tonight. Thank you, buddy. To all of you who just comment. It's always just so nice to have people commenting on it, because otherwise I'm just bartending to the void. Let's do one to the void. Do not battle with monsters, lest ye become a monster yourself, and do not stare into the abyss, for the abyss will stare back at you. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for coming to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks, and I will see you next week, Friday, 5 o'clock, mixed cocktail hour. Friday, 5 o'clock, mixed cocktail hour. Watch me and Tammy make some drinks. We have some ideas for that, but we haven't solidified. And then next week, I have no idea what I'm doing. If you can help out the channel, Venmo.com/CushTender is a great way to do it. Otherwise, PayPal.me/CushTender. That's that. Love, love, love. And I will see you guys all on the next one. Goodbye. Damn it. My mic has been off. Anyway, welcome everybody back. You guys are all just sitting there. I've just been making a drink. Yes. This great. Let's try this one more time. One sec. Okay, if you guys are just going to sit there, we'll do an encore. So if we're going to do an encore, let's make a drink that is called the Rum Runner. I have my recipe waiting for me right here. Thank you, Paul. We are going to be making this. You guys should have a lot of the ingredients ready to go from what we have done already. So go ahead and grab your Bumbu and hit that with 1.5 ounces of Bumbu. That is going to do two things in this cocktail. First of all, it's going to give us our banana. It's also going to give us some rum, so 1.5 ounces. Then if you have a white rum, hit that white rum in there for 1 full ounce. We then want to go ahead and grab some blackberry liqueur, which can, since we have it, can be substituted for this guy right here. This is some Plymouth Gin. Now it's not blackberry, but it does give us a nice taste on that. We do want to hit this with a touch of grenadine. Now, we used grenadine, or we used a pomegranate earlier. So if you have pomegranate ready to go, pomegranate is great. But if not, just an actual little bit of grenadine is good. 1/2 ounce of that guy. The one thing that I don't have here is pineapple juice. So let's see what I can find real quick for a pineapple juice substitute. I have to have something in here. Pineapple juice substitute. Pineapple juice? Are you my mama? Nope, it's not my mama. Oh, no, we'll do this. We'll do this. Now this is pineapple juice. Just assume this is pineapple juice. Instead, this is something just a little different than pineapple juice. This is that syrup we made last week, the Medina. This is whatever that stuff is, the Zatar. We have everything in there. There is no lime in a traditional Rum Runner, so let's go ahead and give this a quick little shake. Drink this, and then I promise I am done. I will not try and come back without sound next time. There we go. Throw that in here. Perfect. Oh, yeah. I'm already liking this. Shake, shake, shake. Find your favorite tiki glass. This is one of my favorite tiki glasses. This was actually given to me by the guy named Paul that we all love. Oh, Paul, we are doing 1 full ounce of pineapple juice. Hit that right in there. We're going to go ahead and fill that up. Not even close. Didn't use enough ice. But there we have it. We have a Rum Runner from the stuff that we had. All you do need to do is add just a touch of pineapple juice. I'm going to add, because pineapple juice is just a nice... It does add just a touch of tartness. I'm going to add just a splash of the grapefruit. And there we have it. That is the Rum Runner, the Circus Rum Runner. I appreciate you guys all sticking around for the encore. Sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I won't. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.